Hello and welcome back to The Bus. It's Joe here and today we're looking at version 1.2. Yes, it's had an update. There's lots of new exciting things. Well, there's not really any exciting things because we're still in phase 1 of the development. So we're going to be taking a drive on the Scania Citywide 18 metres on the TXL again up to the airport. Now for some reason or Flughafen Tegel even, for some reason our destination is not working correctly. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Yeah, it's not scrolling, is it? I don't know if it's meant to scroll, but if it is, it's not. Right, okay, so I've already started this up, but then we had a rather annoying music. There was music, and I cannot have music on my YouTube video. Not allowed, no. So we had to start recording the video again. Now, yeah, lots of new things since we had... hang on, we'll just get the bus set up first of all. There we go, left shift, yeah, page up, parking brake space, accelerate, there we go, stop, and is it F11 that opens all the doors? Yes, it is. Okie dokie. And, right, okay, when are we actually due out? 24 past, so it's 21 past now, so we've got plenty of time. So, yeah, we have got updated lighting systems, sunlight, moonlight, vehicle lights, street lights, buildings, etc. Onboard passengers now actually walk to their seat instead of teleporting. We should really have, we'll have a look as we're going along. Disembarking passengers now move from their seat and walk to the doors instead of teleporting. They now choose the closest door to their seat position when exiting the vehicle, which is actually something that people would do in real life, isn't it? Disembarking passengers can now leave through any door. The bus line TXL time of travel in between bus stops is updated now. That's the reason we're going this way, because if you remember from one of the previous videos, oh my goodness me, it took so long. You know, you get from one stop to the other and it'd be like, oh yeah, you have 10 minutes sat here now. And then you go another stop and oh yeah, 10 minutes again. Not good. Operating plan menu update. Goodness only knows what that is. Added license plates to parking cars, which is excellent. A little bit more realism. You've got now things to the onboard computer and some asset physics, shader compiling errors. It's yeah, that's, you know, there's lots of things that are going on, which are excellent, and it's still fantastic that they're actually updating it. You know, more and more new features coming along, and that is what we like. Right, we are just about ready to go. It's 23 minutes past. What are we saying on the computer? 23 minutes. Okay, a little bit longer. So yeah, phase 1 is essentially done by the looks of things. I was just having a look on the roadmap. And, you know, there's a lot of greens on there, which is what we like to see. Phase 2, nothing is done by the looks of things in Phase 2. Nothing's actually finished yet. There's still a lot of things that are being worked on. A phase core feature, for instance, in Phase 2 is the Manline City double-decker. That's a bus that we're going to see in Phase 2. We're going to see the bus line 200. True to the original depot at Indira Gandhi Strasse with connection to bus lines. Hang on, let's get going. Doors are shut, and we shall. There we go. Space to take the parking brake off. And even now, the physics on this bus do seem improved. I don't know if they've actually improved the physics on the bus, but it feels nicer. It feels better. Maybe I've just changed the steering wheel settings. Who knows? So yeah, as you can see, the next stop here, whoop, the green thing didn't appear. So the next stop we're due out at 11:26, which I'm miles away from the curb. But yeah, we've not got 10 minutes sat here, so that is dramatically improved. Other things that we are going to see in version 2 or phase 2 is multiplayer on the free play. That's something we all love. We all love a bit of multiplayer. I really feel that games are enhanced so much when you can play them with your friends, and multiplayer is something that's coming. And of course there's going to be a multiplayer lobby system with that. As phase 2, work in progress at the moment. Bus line 200 is work in progress along with the multiplayer. Along with full controller support. The Line City double-decker is planned. It's not actually work in progress according to the roadmap. So although it's going to be a Phase 2 feature, core feature, it's not actually work in progress yet. So the multiplayer, whilst it says it's work in progress, it won't be here yet because Phase core feature is still just in planned. So, I'm assuming that's how they're doing it anyway. There's also going to be multiplayer voting system, AI trams, that's excellent, map selection, and Steam Workshop connection. Now, the Steam Workshop connection is something I am incredibly excited about because that hopefully means that maybe you can make your own maps, maybe you can make your own repaints, and you can share them with your friends. All the best games out there, it's no secret, use a workshop of some sort, and they have modability. That's why Transport Fever 2 and Transport Fever 1 do so well. That's why OMSI's done so well. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's why OMSI has done amazingly, because of the modability. It's why Train Simulator has done amazing, and there's some grey traffic lights on the right there. I don't know if that might be a bug. Never mind. But, that's why these games do so well. It's why Train Sim World 2 is not as good as Train Sim 2021. It's just not, because the modding support has gone. And, that is a real shame. What else is there? Multiplayer chat system. Hang on, let's just make sure we're driving. The retarder also, that was something that I commented on quite a few times. The retarder would make the same noise again and again, like that woo, and you'd hear it if you go back and watch the old videos, whereas now it fades out correctly. There you go, I take my foot off and it stops. It doesn't just keep going, which is brilliant. Let's have a look, there we go, we'll pull up here. Open the doors. I mean, nobody's getting on, but we'll open the doors anyway. And of course, yes, I forgot this. I skimmed past it in my excitement of multiplayer. Planned for Phase 2 is a map modding tool for the Unreal Engine 4 game editor. So they are bringing map modding tools to this game. That's absolutely fantastic news. This could be the next OMSI. This could be the next OMSI, if they actually deliver on the promises that they are making, this well and truly could be the next OMSI. The physics with, in comparison to OMSI are still a little bit behind, but the graphics are absolutely head and shoulders above OMSI. OMSI's an old game now, it's over 10 years old. It just is, isn't it? OMSI 2 obviously came out in 2013, so that's 8 years old now. But yeah, it is an old game now, and this could be what we are looking for. They just need to get those physics a little bit, a little bit more tweaking, get them spot on, and it will be, this could be absolutely spectacular. Right, let's get those doors open. Now, I don't want you to buy tickets. There we go, you're not buying tickets. They're walking to their seats. They're not teleporting. They're walking to their seats, and they're actually sitting down. Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, they're sitting down in a rather odd way. I mean, his hands are going through his shorts, but we'll we'll forgive them. Let's have a look. I've not got the lights on, and I know how to do this. There we go. The lights are on. Oh, I'm having so much fun on this, They're minor updates, but it's just better. It's just better. And reading in the roadmap what I've read about the the workshop, the map modification, the multiplayer, it really, really does excite me. I didn't know any of this because I'd not actually looked. So that's essentially what's coming in Phase 2. So just to run through those again: Manline City Double Decker, map modding tools, the Bus Line 200, true to original depot, multiplayer, and full controller support, AI trams, map selection, and Steam Workshop connection. That's exciting! I don't know when that's coming. I mean, from the fact that it says that a lot of things are still in planning and they've not actually been executed yet, I would imagine that they will be quite a while away. But they're on the way, nevertheless. It's on the roadmap, which means, they're going to do it. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, moving on from that, then we'll have version 3, which, do you know what? We'll read what they've got planned for version 3, because, you know, we'll read about it now. Why not? We're already mega excited. So after version 2 has been released with the multiplayer, I think that's where this game is really going to take off. When the multiplayer comes out, I think their sales are going to rocket through the roof for this game. Phase 3 will contain, now this is a good one, VDL Citywide Solo, VDL Citywide Articulated. Now they do have rigid solo buses of the VDL Citywide in Berlin. I don't believe they have the articulated one, but they're including it, so that's good. Economy, create your own bus company. That's going to be a fun one, providing they do it right. You know, it's going to be... Oh, I forgot to mention as well, the people have a wider variety of clothes, so you shouldn't see the same person boarding the bus. Oh, hang on, you want a ticket? Bloody hell. Right, okay. A, B and C. Single ticket. How much do you cost? £3.80. And you want 20p back? Well, 20 cents. There you go, love. Thank you very much. That's awesome. So yeah, depending how they do it, that could be quite a fun little feature. You can buy and sell vehicles, apparently. Hire and fire staff, which will be a good one. You know what I'm like for hiring staff, especially if they don't have cats, or a cat fetish, as most of them in Bus Simulator 18 seems to have, as well as telling you about Winter of Passion. And of course, what else have we got? Maintain and repair the vehicles of your fleet, generate income through ticket sales. So essentially, that is basically going to be, you know, like Tourist Bus Sim. So you know you'll be doing all that kind of a deal. I don't think it's forced, so if you don't like the management side of Tourist Bus Sim, I don't think they're going to make you do it. I mean, we're just in free play now, so I think there will be an option to just do the free play. There'll probably be like different modes, which is fantastic. You know, it just means that there's something for everybody. What else are we doing? Work in progress currently. They are working on this. The Bus Line 100. The Bus Line 245, performance optimization, localization optimizations, bug fixing and polishing. So that's phase 3. I think by the time we reach the end of phase 3, this is going to be a fantastic game. I really am. I'm really optimistic for this game. Really optimistic. I mean, you know that I'm a completely delusional optimist anyway. You know, I always try and see the best in a product. But this game is just, you know, it's good. It's brilliant. It's still a little rough around the edges at the moment. I mean, we've covered this in other videos, but I'm so excited for what the future brings with the bus. And of course, I am looking forward to another route. It's, I mean, who's going to bring a new route out first? Tram Sim or the bus? Ooh. We don't know there, because I mean, Tram Sim, we're all getting a bit sick of the Route 1 in Vienna, you know, and it's nice that they've brought out a paid DLC, but, you know, the ULF. But it has to be said, I would rather that they brought out some more routes, you know, a little bit more variation. This is the first proper corner we've had to turn in this video. Oh, you've got the Brandenburg Gate up ahead, as always. Got to show promise when it comes to driving the bus, because today I have actually passed my theory test in full for the PCV licence. For real life buses, not just OMSI buses, not just bus simulator buses, and not just the buses, like real life buses. So I'm absolutely on a high when it comes to buses today. But yeah, I'm having to show. I don't want to be a terrible driver today, because I feel like I kind of owe it to, you know, to be good at doing. That's gone horribly wrong, that sentence, hasn't it? I feel like I owe it to the licensing people to be a good driver today, rather than the usual terrible driver. I don't know whether they've corrected the physics, because when you hit the cars on this before, they used to go flying off like you were 10-pin bowling. I don't know if that'll have come in the physics fixing things. Who knows? Right, off we go. Multiplayer on free play, eh? Driving along with your friends. That. If they do that well, then this is going to be fantastic. Oh, I am excited. I mean, especially in Berlin as well. You know that I love Berlin. If you've watched my other videos, Berlin, fantastic city. Yeah, hopefully, brilliant. Oh, let's just have a bit of you. We're nearly at the curb. Yeah, that'll do. Nearly at the curb is as good as at the curb for me. And it looks like, and I don't want to say this too soon, it looks like they've solved the issue. You know, I said they had an issue last time where passengers would just get off one by one. And you'd be sat at a stop waiting for ages. It seems like more passengers that will get off at once. They don't just get off one by one. Charity Campus Meter. There we go. I'm assuming that's meant to be a BMW in front. It's an ugly car, isn't it? In fact, it is. It's a GT. Look, there you go. It literally is a BMW. Come on then. On you go. Oh my god, the BMW GT taxi is actually doing the speed of the road. Bloody hell. Nope. Just having a stretch. There we go. Both getting off together. That's lovely. It backs up my theory that they'll get off at the same. Oh, there's a Lidl. Like actually a Lidl. So they've obviously got licensing for that. The Berlin Apotheker, where they'll rob you blind for antihistamines. Did I say rob you blind? Yeah, that was what I meant. We couldn't believe it. I'm hoping as well, you know, if modding does come about, I really am hoping that it won't take as long for the English and the British modding community to kind of jump on the bandwagon, because as much as I love OMSI, you know, I love the Gemini, the Street Deck, the Studio Polygon 400, the Streetlight, but how long have we been waiting for those? You know, where were Studio Polygon and Master Switch all that time? And, you know, they do a fantastic job. They're both developers, and V3D, of course. They do such a fantastic job. But, you know, we could have done with them 8 years ago. And we could have so many more British buses. So I'm hoping that it won't take as long for them to kind of jump into the bus. Because if they start developing things, especially paid add-ons, I mean, I'd pay for a bus for an add-on for this. If you know, I'd pay for a map for this. Yorkshire Counties is coming out soon. How about Yorkshire Counties on the bus with an Eclipse 3 on the bus? How amazing would that be with these graphics as well? Let's just, oh, we're not going to make that turn unless you do a bit of braking, sunshine. Nope, this is Invaliden Park, the Invalid Park, or Invalid Park. I imagine it's probably the Invalid Park, knowing Berlin. Are you going to walk down to me? I'll go and walk down. I'll open the doors here, save some time. Got our CCTV camera up ahead. Does that work if we... No. Fair dues. Worth a try. I can't believe that you wouldn't walk down to me there. You could have saved us some time. But we are running perfectly to time, so that's excellent. That is brilliant news. Ooh, Hauptbahnhof. My favourite station. Oh, it's just magnificent. I say this every time we go past on this run. Oh. Oh, so close to the bus lane. So close. So yeah, when it comes to the when I mentioned about my PCV, yeah, I have actually passed my theory test today. So I need to get booking some proper lessons. You know, like it's. I was saying to my other half, it's you know, it's all been paperwork up until now. You know, the application paperwork, the medical paperwork, practicing for the theory. It's just all paperwork, isn't it? You know, doing the theory. Whereas now, this is like where it starts getting real. You know, you'll actually be behind the controls of a real bus, learning. You know, that's so exciting. I'm absolutely bouncing off the walls. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, hang on, you want a ticket? Bloody hell. Right, single ticket, years. Oh, and you paid exact. Okay, we'll let you off. Oh, bit of McDonald's there, bit of product placement. I like it. I don't know if maybe the retarder's a lot quieter on the basis of we're driving an 18-metre bus rather than a 12-metre bus, so the, you know, it is another 6 metres away. So obviously it's quieter. I think that these signs are new as well, you know. I don't recall seeing them in the last video. They might well have been there, but I don't recall seeing them. I'm sure that the Lidl and the McDonald's wrappers, are they new? You know, that's... I hope they're new. Otherwise, I'm just not very observant. Oh, let's just not mount the curb. Or let's just mount the curb. Okay. Come on. Get out of the way, Mr. Copper. No. Here? No, we don't stop here, otherwise there'd be a nice little, yeah, there'd be a big green sign, wouldn't there? Keep going. Keep going down here. I love the rattling sounds as as you're driving along. Because of course, real buses do rattle and bang and crash. Oh right, it's actually quite a while now until the next stop, isn't it? We're not due there until 11:48, and it's 11:44 now. There we go. Let's just ease forward so we can see the traffic lights. There we go. Sorry everybody, I realise I've just stomped on the brake and all the passengers have flown off the seats. They don't seem particularly phased about harsh braking. Should we go outside and get a... There we go. Let's get a picture. That'll do. That's lovely. Anytime today. Right, there we go. Full power. I don't want to be late. I've spent a lot of time dawdling round.
U-Bahnhof Turmstraße.
U-Bahnhof Turnstraße. That might be where we got off, you know. I can't remember. I know that when we got the when we flew to Tegel, we went on the bus. Only a couple of stops, because the bus was packed, you know, packed full of tourists. I was like, oh no, you know, I'd had a quick look online at the train map, the U-Bahn map, because I do actually know my way round. You know, it's a difficult one without wanting to sound like I'm cocky and arrogant. You know, I'm one of the very few people in this world that seems blessed that knows how to read a map. You know, like an underground map. You know, where you can see the stations. I always thought it was quite an easy thing to do, but you know, you just look and you look at where the bus stops, and then you see, oh look, there's a U-Bahn there. Find it on the U-Bahn map and calculate a route. I didn't think it was that difficult, but you know, a lot of people seem to make it difficult. We're on a different road here. I don't seem to remember this right turn. Has this changed? Am I even on the right route? We are on the TXL, aren't we? Oh, I don't think the destination's working correctly, but never mind. Well, we established that earlier, didn't we? Let's have a look on the map. Ah, maybe last time we went up here and on. I don't know, I can't remember. But, yeah. Excellent. Oh, well, we're still heading in the correct direction then. I just don't seem to remember this corner. I'm sure it was here. Right, off we go. And then we're going left straight away, so we need to be in the right-hand lane. Ah, yes, I do remember this. We have been round here before. There we go. Brake on. Because you must do that. Oh, hang on, are you just all coming towards me? I thought we might have, like, a filter lane or something. That almost made me jump for a second. Nearly. After this one, way, floor it. Straight into the bus lane, lovely. Nice church. I honestly can't remember if someone wants to get off or not, but they're getting on, so now I'll feel less of a fool. And we're perfectly on time. That is wonderful news. We'll just come out of the bus lane, because, I mean, it's not like we can stay in the bus lane after these lights, is it? Away, off we go. Nope. Yeah, you see, we're just hitting every set of lights now, aren't we? I'd imagine there's probably going to be a way, if there's not already. I've not looked, to be honest with you, because I don't know this route off by heart. As well, it doesn't stop at every bus stop, does it? So I imagine when you've learnt a route off by heart, there is a way to actually turn off the the directions. Oh, you can press F1, and that reports an issue. Okay, fair dues. Right, that's is it F3, F2? Nope, neither of those. You might be able to press a button at some point, which turns off the directions, and you don't have the little sat nav in the corner. There's no signs on the bus stops, so like there, for instance, every stop will just be like that. Maybe, who knows? Maybe eventually, because it would be nice to just potter up and down.
Turmstraße, Beuselstraße.
I should really have used my mirror then, but never mind. There we go. We'll. Oh, hang on. There's. Right, I think that this car's going to go right. I don't know if this is a bus lane that we've just squeezed ourselves into. It said that there was a bus lane, like, way back there. And I'm just convinced that this is my lane now. That's it. End of discussion. This is my lane. Is the steering wheel this big on a Scania? I don't know. It feels very big, doesn't it? When you drive the Scania on OMSI, the Scania Enviro 400, the wheel doesn't seem quite so huge. It seems very big on this game, doesn't it? Right, off we go. Before this chap can turn right, we'll just completely cut him up. Yes, that's what we do. Bloody hell, there's a lot here. Quite a few. Nobody buying a ticket? Oh yes, you want them. There we go. You just want an A, B. Ah, right, okay. Single ticket. And you paid exactly by the looks of it. Jolly good. Everybody on? Yep. Right, off we go. We're a little bit late now, good lord. BVG will be having a shot for being late. And a Rui! A Rui supermarket, that's ace. Right, well, that is where our picture's going to be then. Just hope that PC Plod doesn't ruin our photo. Oh, I love Rui. If you're not aware, Rui is like one of the main supermarkets in Berlin. And we like it there because they charge you an astronomical amount for bottled water. Like, they charge you €1 20 cents or something like that. I don't know, I can't remember. It's well over a year since we last went to Germany. In fact, it's 2 years nearly. Good lord, it's nearly 2 years since we went to Germany, or since we last went to Germany. Christ alive! Doesn't the time fly when you're having fun? But yeah, they charge you an astronomical amount, like €1 20 for bottled water. How much? That's absolutely ludicrous. But if you bring the bottle back, €1 of that, and this has completely blown my mind because we don't have anything like this in the UK. But if you bring the bottle back, then you get the euro back. So it was actually only 20 cents. So you can recycle. And I just thought that was brilliant. And to be honest with you, if there's any Germans watching, they'll probably be like, well, that's just standard practice in Germany. It might be, it might not. But I just thought that was such a good... We've committed. I thought that was such a good initiative. Whoever came up with that is brilliant, because if you want to get people to recycle, provide a financial incentive. That, people are driven by money. Money makes the world go round. We know this. I do love the Mercedes logo on that. Obviously, Mercedes have not said yes to this game. Mercedes are funny ones, aren't they? I mean, how long was it on Euro lorries that it was called the Majestic instead of the Mercedes? So I don't think maybe a Citaro's not something we're going to see on here anytime soon. If you noticed as well, a lot of the OMSI add-ons, it's not the, they're not called the Citaro, and it doesn't have the Mercedes badge on. They're normally called like the something city bus. Achenstadt bus was one of them, and it's like you can tell it's a Citaro, but it's not. But then they did license Bus Sim 18, which arguably out of the 3 simulators is the worst. Odd one, that, isn't it? They're literally all getting off the bus, all with smartphones in their hands. I don't actually know where we are now. Well, I do know. It's kind of further down this street and then we turn right to the airport, isn't it? I think we're on almost like the home stretch right now. There we go. Right, off we go. I almost feel a little bit sorry for the Scania Citywide, to be honest with you, because as soon as the VDL Citaya comes out, nobody is going to want to drive the Citywide, are they? They're just not. It's standard practice with this. It's like as soon as add-ons started coming out, you very rarely see someone upload a video on OMSI driving the SD200 or the SD202 now, do you? It just doesn't happen. And I do think that the same's probably going to happen with the Citywide. That, you know, when the Manline City double decker comes out, and when the Citaya does as well, nobody's going to drive this. I feel a bit sorry for it. You know, it's a shame. But as well, what we also might notice, you know, I've had a little moan and a whinge about the physics on this. It's not to say that it's going to be like this forever. Again, they may improve it. But what we also might see, if you want to be a little bit more cynical, I would argue that the ULF tram, that's the DLC, the paid DLC add-on, is a hell of a lot better than the Bombardier Flexity in Tram Sim. So maybe you'll find that the quality of the buses and the quality of the vehicles will improve if you pay for them. Now there's a thought. I don't know if that's going to be true. You know, that's not something that you should go and post on a forum. Well, I've heard on YouTube that this is the case. It's not. It's just, wouldn't it be strange if that was the case? I don't actually know who's in whose lane now. Yeah, I'm hoping it's not the case, because, like I say, this... Plus, a lot of those buses that I've mentioned, they seem to be in the base game. From how the roadmap kind of sets it out, it looks like they're just going to be a free edition and they're going to be in the base game. Again, I don't know, but that's what it looks like from the roadmap. Are there AI buses on this? I don't think I've noticed AI buses. Have we? We've not driven past any AI buses, have we? Maybe it's because we're on free play. Maybe there's no buses, no AI on free play mode. We're on the curb. Get off the curb. There we go. Also, one thing, if the developers are watching this, they're probably not. But if they are, it's a good job, because I was cynical earlier. But if the developers are watching, one thing that I would like to see, if we are making our own company, I want to see the AI buses. You know, I want to see our buses driving around with our drivers that we've hired. I want to see that. Taurus Bus Sim, it is a huge bugbear that you don't see your AI coaches driving around. And you sort of do in Fernbus, but they don't actually go to the coach stations. So that is something that we really, really need to see. If you're going to have the company section, where we, or even if it's just free play mode, but if we're going to have the company section, where we are buying our own vehicles, I want to see them running our routes that we've made. There's no excuse for not having that. Because it just brings a little titter of, look, there's my colleague, wave to the fictional colleague. And yes, I do wave to my fictional colleagues because it would be rude not to. You probably think I'm barking mad right now, but no, of course, I always give them a little hand off the steering wheel. Hand off the steering wheel wave. I mean, that's one thing that Bus Simulator 18 does well, and I'm absolutely not going to, I'm not going to dive into, isn't Bus Simulator 18 fabulous? Because at the end of the day, it's not. It's not brilliant. Out of all the Bus Simulator games, nearly. Out of all the Bus Simulator games, that is my least favourite. But what it does well is that you see your AI buses, you see your company buses travelling round. So it's possible to do. Get it added in, TML. Wait, oh my god, we're flying round this corner. Right, yeah, off we go. Foot down. We're approaching Tegel Airport, where this bus terminates. Is that actually car parking that they've provided there? On the right. That is interesting. Way, nearly. Because, at Manchester Airport there's no free parking. Oh, and that's like an Audi, isn't it, in front? That's an Audi Q7 with the... Instead of the rings, it's 3 diamonds next to each other. I like that. I'd like you more if you got a move on. We wish you a pleasant flight. Wir wünschen einen guten Flug. Einen guten Flug. Sorry, I need to make a point of not tailgating the Audi in front, don't I, really? Oh, I think I should be round the other side. Oh no, maybe not. There we go. And we'll pull in here. Pull straight up. There we go. Right, get the doors open. Oh, next route. Yeah, play. Go for it. I mean, I'm not driving back, but there we go. That is the TXL with a couple of new little updates. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you have enjoyed the bus, because do you know what? It's got so much potential. If you have watched this and thought, wow, the bus, I need to see more of this, then make sure you subscribe. And if you did enjoy the video, click that like button. I always appreciate it, and it helps the video do better in its life. Other than that, I shall hopefully see you next time. Cheerio. Goodbye for now.